I don't even want to call this a stew. I just want like soup. I just want to call it like kale and butternut squash feel good. See it? You see it? So good.
Inside Mo's kitchen, inside Mo's kitchen, where all things are light with Mo, the vegan oracle. Inside Mo's kitchen, where we find healthy wellness is everything.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to Inside Mo's Kitchen. I know it's been a while. I missed you. But guess what? We are entering into a new season. We are walking into the spring equinox. We are refreshing our bodies. We are detoxing our spirits, our minds. We're cleansing our blood. We're eating clean. We have a new, fresh produce that is rooting up from the ground. So just expect to see new recipes, new things. We are really going to enjoy this new season. I feel like I'm walking into a new season of Inside Mo's Kitchen, even though it just started this year. So what we're going to be making today is we are going to be making a butternut squash kale soup. And why am I making soup? Because I'm very much into astrology, and if you guys are into that, I have amazing resources for that on the channel and on the website. But what we are really going to be doing with this soup is it's nurturing, it's comforting. We are entering into a Pisces new moon, and this is just really a time where we want to be held, we want to be loved, we want to be nurtured. So we do that with food, you know, and it's a great way to balance our cravings and our desires in a healthy way. So instead of us eating and comforting ourselves off of ice cream or donuts or cookies or any of those things, we're really going to be we're really instead of comforting ourselves off of all of the things that are not so healthy for us, like ice cream and cookies and pizza, all that junk, we don't want that. That's not what's going to bring our bodies into the fruition of all the things that are trying to birth in this collective energy right now and in ourselves. So I've already got my cooker going. It's steaming, but it's not that hot. It's just because it's copper. And I love this because I've actually been doing a lot of research. One of my clients contacted me for a little girl. She unfortunately has cancer, and we are going to heal that. So one of the things during my research on creating a plan for her was really finding out what are some things that we can control that are carcinogenic, that are cancer tumor forming. And what was interesting to me is that Teflon, which is like 80% of what a lot of the cookware that we use is made from, is actually carcinogenic. So the non-stick that is in the Teflon, which is what we love about it, is non-stick, is actually carcinogenic. So when you heat it, when you wash it, all of that stuff comes up and it goes into your food. So my mom got me this copper chef cooker it's a skillet for Christmas, and it's literally just been sitting like underneath my table. And I was like, you know what? It's time for that. So I made a curried vegetable stew the other day in this, and it was off the chain. I also made some skillet potatoes. They were off the chain. So I was like, you know what? This is a great time to break this baby in and make something for my Mo family. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And what we're going to do is it's going to be a very simple base. This is going to be our organic vegetable broth. You can actually make this yourself. I'm going to show you guys how to make it. It's not expensive to do, like to make it yourself. It can be overly expensive to buy. Like this was $2.99, and I'll use majority of this in this one recipe. That doesn't seem expensive, but when you're using vegetable stock 3 and 4 times a week with recipes, it can be about $15 that you're spending in vegetable stock. And so just a great way of doing it is just making it yourself. That's always the secret. So I'm going to go ahead and wait, no, I'm not. I'm getting excited. I'm not doing that right now. So I've got my butternut squash here, and it's already been chopped. I've also got some fresh organic kale here that's been rinsed. And then we've got some of our fresh herbs, and I gotta kind of lean, I'm dropping them. And we got some Italian organic parsley here, and then we've also got some organic sage. So I'm going to just drop those in. People are like, are you going to chop those? No, because what people don't realize is that all of this is flavorful, especially the stems. There are so much flavor in the stems because guess what? That is what's growing out of the ground. And when people like cut them and then they waste it, I had the door open. When they cut it and then they waste it, like, I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You're throwing away phytonutrients. So, just some tidbits is like color in food is such an amazing way to really tell you what it does. So orange reminds me of turmeric, right? Turmeric is brightening, it's cleansing, it's healing, it helps inflammatory. So when you look at squash, those are going to have the same properties. When you think about greens, you're looking at the chlorophyll. So you're like, what does this mean? That means it's got a lot of minerals and it's got a lot of nutrients and it's got a lot of magnesium in it. So when you're looking to cook food, just pay attention to the colors. Once you know, and like for me, I learned a lot of this in beauty, really learning herbalism, and really that's where I started. I started off in essential oils, all my hair fell out, and I started studying essential oils. And I was like, wait, what is this? What do we do with this? And so from there, it really led me into changing how I cook. I've always been a chef, but adding that herbal knowledge into cooking has really what helped my transition into veganism so simple. So I learned a lot about colors and things like that based on like turmeric brightens my skin. You know, if I'm using like chlorella in a scrub, it's going to really bring like moisture and vitality, and it's just going to refresh it. So there's already olive oil in here. So I'm literally going to throw those in. It's got a little bit hot. I didn't know if it was going to kick back. I done got burned so many times in my face. I'm like, I ain't doing it. So I'm just going to go put those in. I'm talking too much. I got to pick Aiden up from school. But I was like, I'm getting this video today because being a mom, being an entrepreneur, being a partner to Terrence is so freaking time consuming. But you know what I'm learning? I'm learning that it's nothing to like stress over. And you can't be overwhelmed if you realize that you were built for it. If you realize that what's going on in your life right now is what you were designed to be here to do, you really start to realize that everything that you feel like is overwhelming you is literally birthing who you are meant to become. And the only thing you can become is yourself. So we've got these going. If you want to know a trick on how to get your roots to like your squashes and your hardy vegetables to soften, put a lid on it. And I do not take the skin off of my squash or anything like that, my roots, my eggplant, because it's a protectant. That's what's holding the nutrients together. And this is organic. So I've rinsed them in white vinegar. This is my white vinegar rinse right here. And you can put a drop of lemon essential oil in there is really going to change the whole game. So I rinsed it. It's organic. So, you know, the skin is fine. And I learned something amazing. Terrence did a commercial, like documentary infomercial thing for a doctor that's really into just a healthy lifestyle. And what he was saying is that one of his friends was he drove an agriculture truck, and they spray just hit myself in the face. They spray the vegetables before they get on the truck to stop them from ripening. And then they spray them again when they get to the grocery store to get them to start the ripening process. So I found that very interesting and alarming, and I thought I should pass that on. Please shop organic. It can be expensive, but I just put a video up on the channel. And and it's called What Vegans Eat. And it's pretty amazing. I think you guys should check it out. I really take you into my grocery haul. And I wish the farmer's market would let you film, but they want to charge you to film there. And I'm like, dude, y'all are not that special for me to be like paying to film it here. I can go to the side of the street for that. So we got that going. So let me just tell you about what else I got up here. So this is some ground cumin. This is from DeKalb's Farmers Market, who I was just talking ish about. I love this. It gives it a great earthy flavor. And then I've got some sweet paprika just to give it some spice without, burning your palate. Then we've got some coconut milk. This is going to give it some great cream. And then this is going to be my thickening agent. It's called Replace Energizer. It's like your egg. And it's like glue. And it's gluten-free. So, yeah, I think it's like, I don't know what it's made out of. I should read the box, right? I'm all about reading labels. So yeah, we're waiting for this. And we're gonna actually blend this thing up in my handy dandy Walmart Oster blender. So that's gonna be cool. I gotta hurry up. So we just kind of want those to get soft. And so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add in my vegetable stock, because remember y'all, we don't want this to cook for long. We're making this in a soup. We just literally want it to be soft enough to blend. So I just added in some vegetable stock. We're gonna go ahead, throw in our herbs. We're gonna throw in a pinch of that good paprika, 2 pinches, because I'm Southern. Other hand, don't want to mix some cumin, not too much, because it will smell like you're in Mexico. And cumin is the seed of coriander. I learned that in culinary school. Yeah, so I love, like, kale is like, I know people are like kale, but it's so good with anything that reminds me of a sweet potato. I just love it. I actually might have put too much in here and compared to the ratio of butternut squash, but you can never have too much. And like I said, we are not making a stew, so we are not cooking down these vegetables until they're like non-existent, okay? That's not what we want to do. So then we've got our coconut milk, and I'm literally just gonna pour a little bit in there. So it's got a Caribbean flair to it. I don't know, I thought someone was calling me. It's got a Caribbean flair to it. And you can really enhance that with your spices. So like if you wanted to turn this into like a coconut curry squash soup, that would be good. But I just like adding coconut milk to it because it gives it a really creamy taste. And like if you don't really like coconut flavor, the longer you cook it, I don't really recommend it, but the flavor will be milder. But it's not a coconut soup. You really cannot taste it. I wish you guys could, like, I'm ready for when technology can, when technology allows you to like taste food and smell food through the screen. Like that's when I'm gonna be lit. So then I'm just gonna add my thickener, and I will link you guys to the products. It'll be in the description. And I just did 1 serving of this. So it's like a tablespoon. Let me take this out. You are not supposed to be in there. And when you put it in, it's gonna be like, yo, it's white chunks in here. But it's really not. It's gonna cook down. So I'm just gonna let that sit and put another pinch. I can't smell it. And I like to smell my seasoning. I'm like, I wanna know you in there. I wanna know. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this stuff and bring this baby to the tippity top. I'm gonna leave out my vegetable broth. Not any more coconut. We don't want any more of that. Then it's gonna be coconut soup. And coconut soup can be really good, by the way, but I don't want coconut soup. It's all types of stuff on this table. Ooh, I think I forgot y'all my cover. So we're gonna have to get ghetto with this blender today. We're gonna be ghetto. Gonna put that whatchamajigger on top of it. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. This is gonna be so scary, by the way. Like, do not do this at home. Please don't. because I'm crazy. I'm so crazy for this. Please don't. You know what? I'm stopping. This is not going to be good. This isn't going to be good. Literally. But you know what? This just shows y'all how real it is. Like, I'm not here to make cooking look pretty. I'm not here to, like, you know, make cooking look like it's this extravagant thing. Like, cooking gets messy. You should see how my kitchen looks, like, after a day of, like, meal prepping for my clients, or meal prepping for my family, or, like, if I'm doing a dinner party at the house. Like, you should see what my kitchen looks like. It's funny. But I'm actually really good about keeping it clean. And Terrence is like, bro, you care too much. And I'm like, in cooking, in culinary school, when I was at Johnson & Wales is one of a very prestigious culinary school in the United States and internationally. And they did not play those types of games. Like, let me tell you, they did not play those types of games. Like, if the kitchen was not clean, they would shut it down and be like, no, you're not leaving the lab until you clean the kitchen. And you were graded on how neat your workstation was. And right now I would get an F. But I'm really like, I didn't bring a dang napkin out here, like a dishcloth. So I just poured some more vegetable broth in. I poured it up into, it's probably about 1.5 cups in there. And we're just going to put this baby on high. And let's see, what's going to be to give us the biggest speed grind? It's so, oh my God, it smells so good. This is like my favorite soup ever. I could eat this all day. And like Aiden is, I was looking for my bowl. Aiden is such a picky eater, and he does not really like soup, I think, because he doesn't know what's in it. And he's a Pisces goat. And if you know anything about the goat, animal sign, then you will know that they're picky. They like to know what their food is. And so, like, he does not like the fact that, like, he doesn't know when something's in. Terrence is the same way, and he's a Sagittarius goat. So it's funny. But yeah, but he loves this stuff. And it's so weird because anytime I make a soup and it's chunky, like this is like your grandma's, like chunky vegetable stew. And you can easily make this liquidy, but like I said, I want comfort food right now. Like, I want my belly to feel full. I want to feel like it's sticking to every cell in my body. Like, I mean, that good Southern soup. That's what I want right now. Almost like you ate a bowl of grits. Like, that's what I want. That's how I feel. And so this is going to give it to me. Like, it's going to give it to me. And it's going to give it to you. But if you want your soup to be thin and like you don't want to chew on it, literally, like I tell you guys to do everything, add more liquid. And it's not going to hurt the recipe at all. Like the vegetables, this stuff is good. This is good. This is a good brand. Pacific is a good brand. The only thing you need to be careful about is there's a lot of sodium in this. And that's the only thing that I hate about packaged vegetable broth, is because people act like they don't know what to do without salt. And if you like can tell already by like how I cook, my cooking style is simplistic. I do not like a lot of spices. I do not like a lot of herbs. People think that those things are healthy. You're literally just training your tongue to need more. The food has flavor. You don't have to put salt in the food for everything. Literally, a little herb, a little garlic, that's enough. Lemon juice. Lemon juice is my go-to. If you want flavor, add some acid. It's going to pull the flavors, the natural juices that are already present in the food. It's just going to pull it out. And it's going to add, it's just going to make it like more eccentric, more eclectic, like that person who does the most. That's what lemon is. Lemon is the person that does the most. It's going to pull all of that extra juiciness out of that, whatever you're eating, and it's just going to make it pop. So yeah, I'm just letting this cool before I put this in my mouth and show y'all how good it is. But it's so good. Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm. 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 It's that good. I'm gonna bring it up close so y'all can see it. Whew. I don't even want to call this a stew. I just want like soup. I just want to call it like kale and butternut squash feel good. See it? You see it? So good. All right. This was Mo. This was Mo from Inside Mo's Kitchen. And man, I love you guys. Stay bright, stay beautiful. This will probably come after the Pisces new moon. But just know that whatever you're feeling right now, whatever you're healing, whatever you're birthing, whatever you're releasing, know that it is just opening you up to so much blessing. Miracles are happening right now behind the scenes. And literally, trust me, comment on this video because guess what? Y'all finna start seeing them out the bazaar, baby. Inside Mo's Kitchen. Inside Mo's Kitchen. Bye. All right. This was Mo. This was Mo from Inside Mo's Kitchen. And man, I love you guys. Stay bright, stay beautiful. This will probably come after the Pisces new moon. But just know that whatever you're feeling right now, whatever you're healing, whatever you're birthing, whatever you're releasing, know that it is just opening you up to so much blessing. Miracles are happening right now behind the scenes. And literally, trust me, comment on this video because guess what? Y'all finna start seeing them out the bazaar, baby. Inside Mo's Kitchen. Inside Mo's Kitchen. Bye.